Well guys, I got the common rail pump in this thing, and then whatever happened when that pump decided to blow up, it must have shot something up in, it's missing, and now number 2 injector, because when I overhauled this engine, I put all new injectors in it. So number 2's missing. I did a cutout test and it's not doing anything, so something got into that injector. I mean, as soon as I started it, it had a fuel knock, and then it kind of, the fuel knock went away, and then it was just missing. So I cut them out, and of course it was number 2. And then the other thing was, we're trying to fix these oil leaks. It's got a broken valve cover bolt, and then it was leaking over here, and I pulled and I'm going to show you that here shortly, because we're going to be pulling all this anyway. Pull that off of there, because we got to pull all this crap off of here. I got a 5.9 Cummins. I was working on it at my house last night and this morning. I was actually going to do, what I was trying to do is I wanted to get the, I got the crank in it. We finally got the block back from the machine shop. That took months to get that done. But what was I gonna say? This is locked too. I gotta lock these doors. The vibration, they don't latch. They'll come open going down the road if you don't lock them. So all right. Anyway, I left about 4 o'clock here yesterday, and then I went to my house and unloaded the block out of my wife's pickup, and then thought, you know, I wanted to get something done on that project. That guy's been waiting forever. Everybody's been waiting forever for everything on me. Anyway, wanted to, when the machine shop, they decked the block on that thing, and I wanted to make sure, I wanted to get the crank in it and piston cooling nozzles. So what I did is I got the crank in it last night, piston cooling nozzles, all main caps, everything. What else did I do? Okay, and the socket fell off of the. And then I was gonna put the rods and pistons together and put them in last night, and then we had a pretty good thunderstorm, and I was in where they were working in the shop about 7 o'clock last night, and then all the lights went out. So I said, well, I guess we're not doing that now. So I got up around 4:30 this morning and went out to the shop, got out there about 5 and worked on it till, I don't know, 8 o'clock. And I got all the pistons and rods, and I wanted to check my protrusion on my pistons, which I can't do that till I get home because my protrusion gauge is here. Lay these right here for now. Come on. Gotta get this broken bolt out of here, and I got a turbo that's supposed to be here around 11. Throw a turbo in this thing. he got it. He's been running, I don't know, it's probably been, I don't know how long it's been since I overhauled this, maybe 6 months or so. And we just basically did an end frame on it. We cylinder head, piston liners, rod, and main bearings, all those sorts of things. I gotta wrestle this thing off of here, guys. And I mean, it had the trailer was totally hammered on it, wiring, I mean, they really screwed him bad on this thing. They really screwed him bad. But that's the American way now. Really, that's the American way, is to just screw, don't, you know, let it be somebody else's problem. Don't make things right. Be a liar and a cheat and a thief. That's the American way now. I know I'm ranting, but I see our people in this country, and I see just how far off the rails of where things used to be as a people and where we've come. And it's just, I just don't have hardly, there's very, very, very few people that I trust, period, anymore. You know? You know, I was telling my grandma the other day, she's 95. She was kind of a young girl in the Great Depression, and she says, you know, she agrees with me 100% because I talked to her quite a bit, and she agrees with me 100%. She says, yeah, we're going into another one, and this one's going to be 10 times worse than the first one. For one thing, you think about the pandemonium that's about to ensue here. You've got look at the population difference between 1929 and right now. Now look at the different multicultural aspect of it. You've got so many people here with different cultures, and it's just, this whole thing is a recipe for disaster, what's coming at us. It's an absolute recipe for disaster. And you got to look at the way the people are this day and age. People this day and age don't care about their neighbors. They're out for themselves. And that's a big difference. When my grandmother was in the Great Depression, people knew their neighbors and people helped their neighbors. It was called being neighborly. People aren't like that anymore. People are about themselves, and that's all people are for, is about themselves. When this whole thing goes down, it's if you're in these big cities, you better get the hell out of there. You better be finding an exit strategy to get the hell out of there. That is definitely not going to be the place to be. Alright, feed tube. Let's take number 2 would be this one. Gotta be careful not. I mean, how many times I've broke rail pressure sensors by taking. Wait a second. Am I doing right? Yeah, I'm doing right. Okay. Wrench will slip off, bam, break the rail pressure sensor right off. And this one's so wonderful to get on. Not the easiest thing in the world to deal with at all. I don't know if I can get this angle-headed wrench on there somewhere and try to get it I broke my, I used to have a 7/8 crow's foot, and I just got so many things going on. I just keep forgetting to get another one. I broke it. Trying to get something loose somewhere. I don't remember what it was, but I broke the damn thing. And I do not have one now. Get this stupid line off and I'll be doing pretty good. If I can get up in here somehow. Damn it. Damn it. Everywhere you turn, you're hitting something. Finally got her broke loose, okay. Alright. Life is good. And then round it off. Trying to remember, those are like 1 1/16 or something like that. See if I guessed right. Yeah, I did. Now, okay. Now, can't remember if those, I think those are 7s. Let's see if I got enough. I don't know if I'll have enough. Well, I think I've got to at least get this one, and this one loose. I don't, well, I guess we'll see. Let's see what happens. Alright, we got the hold down loose. Let's see if we can get underneath the hold down, maybe. I thought I could. That's not really. How did I do that before? Should come out of there fairly easy. The injectors haven't been in there for 6 months. Definitely must have got something in there. slide that in there like that. But okay. Now there's two little notches there. You got to line up. Where are the notches? Yeah, these wires sure get in the way, so it's got to go this way, clockwise. Yeah, somewhere around in there. There, now you can see it turning the injector. You snug it up and then get your new feed tube. What I do is just kind of snug them like that, and then just back it off till it's loose. This truck makes weird noises. Did you hear that? I'm trying to figure out what the hell is that. It's like there's a crow in there. And goes, what the hell is that? Yeah, that Michael Jans in the Green Beret is listening to him, and he's dead on the money. The rest of these people just don't see it, though. They just don't see it. And I agree with him 100%. I don't care whether you like Donald Trump. I don't care whether Donald Trump has the best intentions in the world. He's not going to fix this. It's too far gone. You're not going to fix this. And the sooner you realize that, the better off you're going to be in preparing for what's coming at you. I watched a video the other day with Michael in it, and he was basically warning everybody, you better, if you're in these big cities, you better get out. But we'll all be conspiracy theorists until it happens. Look what's happening over there in England right now. You know, a lot of this stuff you wonder what to believe. This AI thing. This whole AI thing is a really... And these AI... You don't even know what you're really even looking at anymore. You don't know whether you're looking at something real or some AI generated image that's not even real. I mean, that's how good that stuff is. I knew... I told my wife when that whole AI thing started coming about, I said, these people are going to use these for nefarious means. And I said, we're going to have a lot of bad actors using that against people, trying to deceive people. So it's really, really tough this day and age to really tell the difference between reality and this AI stuff. Trying to remember, one's like 54 and one's 56 or something. I gotta torque these. Now we gotta figure out, I guess we'll turn this, why that valve cover was leaking. That bolt was not missing or broke like I thought. It was just covered up with dirt and grease where I couldn't see the head of it. So, I figure out why that was leaking so bad in there. Okay, where in the hell is my 7/8 right there? Yeah, my grandmother, she 95 and she's still pretty on the ball mentally. She sees this thing and she goes, this is bad, what's coming? She goes, I'm really nervous about it. I said, well, don't get too nervous about it, Grandma. I said, there ain't a lot you can do about it, but just, I wish I was closer to you. That's what I don't like. She's in Texas and I'm up here. Hopefully my cousin and both my cousins, hopefully they'll, and my stepmother lives right next door to her, so, and she's a really, really good asset to have. This line down here is absolutely horrible to deal with. It's like one of the worst ones out of all of them to deal with. And I'm sure these are supposed to be torqued. Dude, I don't ever torque them. I'm a piece of shit. I'm the scum of the earth. Okay, I gotta clean this off, and then we gotta get this valve cover off here and look at this thing and see why is this thing leaking so bad. That valve cover gasket's fine, and I can't see it. I've had those valve covers crack before too and leak like that, and I couldn't see anything. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but I'll show you this turbo real quick. This thing's shot. I don't know if you can even see what I'm... Oh, can you hear that? It's hammered. Anyway, what the torque was on here. Okay, blow-by hose here. Crossover tube on it, and probably could start it. And I've taken every kind of screwdriver that I've got and misplaced it. I need to blow this intake out. There's nothing in there. Crossover back on it. And there goes the rubber grommet. Didn't realize it was stuck to it like that. The rubber seal, I should say. I know if I don't get my terminology right, somebody go, that's not what that's called. No, piss off. This clamp here is always just a joy to deal with. I'm going to start it with the air cleaner off. Boy, we're getting a lot of guys, shitheads moving up here from LA and stuff, and they're just shitheads. It's a no wonder you see why the place is the way it is. Look, I mean, they're just absolute shitheads. Stay down there where you belong, in that shithole you created. That's the problem. Then they come up here and bring their fucked up ways with them. And they'll live in a 2-acre plot and sell the son of a bitch for $3 million, and then come up here and act like they own the world. I'm serious. They just come around here and they just buy everything up and tell everybody what they can do and what they can't do, and and then they get all the laws changed, and then it's right back to just like the place they left. You can't make up the stupidity of these people, man. Underground she goes. I mean, these people are so dumb, Kamala Harris noticed. And my 10mm socket fell off. I have no idea where it went. There it is. Okay, cool. All right. Pretty bad when Kamala Harris notices how dumb you are. What's even scarier is there's people out there with Kamala Harris t-shirts on, advocating for her. Now, that's the pinnacle of stupidity. Okay. Alright. Let's see what happens here, huh? Hopefully things are better than what they used to be. Gonna take a little bit of cranking to get her to fire, but I'll let her prime up. Turn this damn. Start listening to them guys run their mouth. I'll let that lift pump run. Voltage is kind of low there. I don't know if we're gonna get her to. We'll see what happens. There she took off. ECU and cluster or something there. What's that all about? CECU and cluster. So far, why is the voltage so low? Is that voltmeter not working, or is the alternator not charging? Makes the guy wonder. She sounds normal. voltmeter. I remember when I overhauled this engine, I remember that wasn't working right, because I remember I got it started after I overhauled it and the voltage was low like that, and then I went right on the alternator and checked it and it was charging good. Something goofy there. Kind of wonder if that turbo would tighten up a little bit with the oil in it. Wait for everything to air up, get the fan to shut off. We definitely hit our mark right on number 2 injector. Yeah, it was missing. It wouldn't. I did a cutout test yesterday and it wouldn't do anything on number 2. Check engine light, that's good. Now the seat's starting to air up. Get that fan to shut off, we'll let her idle and see what she sounds like. Get the cruise to work either. I don't know what's going on with that. It's obviously there, but why won't it bump the idle up or anything? What's going on with that? Okay, well, she runs good again. New common rail pump and new injector. It's gonna get a new turbo. I had to figure out why that cruise is not working. Something goofy going on there. I guess we'll put all this bullshit here back on.